Hey, what's going on everyone? Chase here at Rocky Mountain. Thank you for checking into our YouTube channel. Today we're showing you the Gate helmet from LS2. If you're shopping for a good helmet that is well under the $200 mark, this could be a really good option. And today we're just gonna go through, we'll talk about what makes just the LS2 helmets in general pretty unique. We'll talk about all the features that you're getting with the Gate to help you decide if this is the next helmet that you want to get. Now, something kind of right off the get-go that is pretty unique to LS2 is they use their Kpa Shell, which stands for Kinetic Polymer Alloy. We'll talk a little bit more about that, but they use a little bit softer material that has a little bit more flex as a part of their energy management system, so that's pretty unique with these. You've also got 3 different shell sizes, which is nice, even at an entry-level helmet price. And what's nice is that 3 different shell sizes does a couple things. One, it helps get the best fit possible depending on your head size, but also it helps get you in the smallest shell possible, which helps reduce the weight of the helmet. So little 360 view here, you can be DOT and ECE certified. So LS2 is kind of known for this, more of like a European styling to their helmets. Some riders like it, some might not. Again, I'd love to hear your opinion. Leave that in the comment section below. Now, like I was saying earlier, the big feature here, what's unique about these is their Kpa Shell, which stands for Kinetic Polymer Alloy. And the way that they get that is you have a high-end polymer, but then they actually infuse it with very, very small aramid fibers. And the reason for that, like I said, is that these shells, compared to most shells on the market, have a lot more flexibility. So in fact, just to give you a good example, you can see when I take my hands and I press on this, there's a lot more flex. I can just feel it in this shell than what you're typically used to, especially with, carbon fiber helmets that are very rigid. Even just your polycarbonate shells don't have as much flexibility as this Kpa. And again, the reason for that is LS2 just believes that for a motocross helmet to absorb energy as best as possible, they think that the shell should have a little bit more flexibility, a little bit more give to it. And they say that it's going to help absorb a lot of that energy when you do have a big impact, and you couple that with the multi-density EPS liner on the inside. They're just trying to make the helmet as safe as possible. So that is something that's pretty unique. And something else that I noticed about this helmet too is that it's pretty dang lightweight. In a size large, which I have right here in front of me, it comes in at just over 3 pounds, which is actually pretty dang good. So feels nice and lightweight in the hand as well. So that's their Kpa Shell, again, pretty unique. As far as the venting design goes on here, you do have some vents here in the mouthguard area. You've got some small vents right here on the chin bar. A couple vents here underneath the visor. And then when you flip it around and you look at the back, you can see you do have these exhaust vents on the back of the helmet. Now, one thing I would say is that if venting is a big deal to you, maybe check out the Subverter helmet. So that helmet has probably more vents than just about all helmets that are out there. They've got huge exhaust vents on the top of the helmet and the back. They've got more intake vents. So if you are looking for a helmet from LS2 that's going to offer even better venting, then I definitely would check out the Subverter, which again uses the same Kpa Shell and some other pretty unique features. But you've got those vents. As far as the visor goes, the visor you can see has a lot of flexibility to it, which I actually like. It's gonna help prevent that from breaking if you do go down, but it is having that much flexibility. Again, they're trying to reduce the amount of torque that the visor could cause to the rider's head and to the rider's neck. Plenty of adjustability. So you've got these 2 screws on top. So you just loosen those. You can see you've got about, I'd say 1 inch of adjustability with that, which is nice. And then if we check out the internals here, so with their cheek pads, so they're molded cheek pads, so they're pre-curved, and they actually, you can see, they do make them a little bit thinner, and you've got this little gap right here to try and accommodate eyeglasses. So if you wear glasses when you ride, this could help help with the fit of that. But then, you notice with the chin strap, I'll undo this real quick. So just remember, so the first time you're taking these cheek pads out, just be cautious of that. Take your time so you don't ruin those. But I'm gonna grab these, pop it out real quick. So they do pop out nice and easy. Grab my other one here. All right, get to the comfort liner. Again, up here on the front of that comfort liner, again, take your time right here as well. Pop this out. All right, so with that out, and then this green liner piece right here, honestly, folks, it's just for looks, because with this helmet being at the price point it is, you can see with the EPS liner, it's just gonna be solid white, so it's probably not the most flattering to look at. But what is nice is that this EPS liner is multi-density, and they say it's multi-density throughout the entire thing. So multi-density just means it's gonna help absorb impacts at those lower and those higher speeds. And you can also see what is nice though, is that you do have a lot of cutouts that are in there, going directly to those vents that are on the outside of the helmet. You also notice too, something kind of unique here is on the inside, you actually do have these little cutouts right here. So if you want to have a Bluetooth comms unit, you do have cutouts for speakers if you did want to rock that setup. And then when you do look at, last thing we'll see is the actual comfort liner. Again, this is all washable. You can put this in the wash. I would probably recommend hand washing any comfort liner and then letting it air dry. But what's nice about this though, as you can see, is that you've got a good amount of padding, but a lot of cutouts on this thing. So that's really gonna help with the breathability. That's just gonna help hot air escape and flow through this comfort liner versus getting trapped. So that is going to make a good difference. So glad to see that there. So again, with the Gate helmet, the Kpa Shell, the multi-density EPS liner, it's comfortable. I tried this on, the fitment for me was true to size. We do have our fit guarantee. If you buy this helmet, if you don't like how it fits, you can send it back in brand new, unused condition. We'll give you free shipping both ways on your first exchange to make sure you get the size and the fit that you're happiest with. But if you are shopping for a good helmet that's sub 200 bucks, you know, this thing, it's got a lot of good features at that price point. So again, to grab yours today, click on the link or just head over to RockyMountainATVMC.com. If you have one of these, I'd love to hear your feedback. What do you like? What do you dislike? All orders are over $75 ship free, and if you want to stay up to date on videos like these, get subscribed to the Rocky Mountain YouTube channel, hit that notification bell, and that'll keep you up to date. I'm Chase, we'll see you on the trails.